coast is clear. So turns out you can't mirror the image playback. It was difficult to figure out because I don't know any of the terminology, but the little monitor that plays back on the side of the camera, which I'm looking at instead of the screen, the lens, which I think I should be looking at, is playing in the reverse direction, opposite to a mirror, so it feels very unnatural, and I tried to change it, couldn't change it. But I changed location in the room. I think it still looks a little bit dark back there. Maybe it's okay. But yeah, trying to play with the lens, the lighting, and oh yeah, the other thing I tried to figure out was how to hook up with the HDMI, but didn't have the right cable. Maybe it will flip with the HDMI. Totally lost my track of thought from the last one. I was talking about, what was I talking about? Oh, having a small amount of loss, and that sending you on a downward spiral and making it really difficult to do what you need to do, because all sorts of feelings are coming up and you're having to juggle all of that stuff rather than putting your attention into what it is you're trying to put your attention into. You know, for example, feeling overwhelmed by being knocked down, having failures, and then rather than continuing wanting to go procrastinate or eat some food or do something, I think there is value in taking a break from something. You don't have to bash your head against it, but I think you also want to, I want to be able to continue working on whatever it is that is challenging, even with the setback, and keep forging ahead. And I think that's something I've been trying to prove to myself I am capable of, is setting a goal for myself, a longer term goal, and then saying I'm going to continue with this thing for months, having a goal months out, and wanting to be able to continually show up to a practice of some kind to achieve that goal in months' time. And the way that I'm challenging myself with that at the moment is the endurance running event coming up, a backyard ultra, where I'm wanting to run 50 Ks in one day, lots of stops. And so that was about 3 to 4 months out when I started training, because I want to run it rather convincingly. So yeah, I've been running regular sort of 15, 20, longest is around 25 Ks, planning a 30 K in a week or two, and yeah, it's been really hard. Like, legs are killing me most of the time, stuff's coming up, like potential injury, and so I have to give attention to my legs when I'm not running. I have to stretch and go into my body and figure out what is this thing that is coming up in my knee, how do I solve that. And I used to have the strategy of going online and looking for how to solve this problem in my knee or my ankle, or what is wrong with this muscle. But I've come to find out that the way to do it is just to focus on that area of your body and massage it and move it until it sort of stretches or feels good, and then take a lacrosse ball and work it with that. Try all sorts of different stuff. And yeah, you kind of help release the tension in that area, and then there's some areas that are sort of sticking around and are harder to work with, like something coming through my big toe over the arch of my foot. That one's been hanging around a bit, so trying to figure that one out. But anyway, so there's all sorts of setbacks. That was a little too detailed and niche, I think, that description. But I have to keep on facing these challenges and obstacles and setbacks and keep moving forward, or just keep on going, keep doing the runs. Oh man, I lost a run of data on my watch. Doesn't really matter, I still did the run, but I use it to track where I'm going and look how much I'm doing each week. And that sort of shows how much weight I'm giving to those metrics of what I'm doing, and making that really important. But that's not why I'm doing it, so I need to instead of bring my hands in here, need to start. No, I noticed I got trapped in that. That was a sort of pattern I was using to help me get through this, is looking at how much I'm running each week, and and really, if I think about it, the whole reason I'm doing this is to show myself that I can continue doing something difficult for a longer period of time and face all of the thoughts that come into mind that tell you to stop, or that you can't do it, or there's an injury, or there's something going on, right, that makes it difficult for you to proceed.